I'm back again. I'm back again. Look at this wonderful, wonderful weather we're having here in Seattle. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it so beautiful? Look at all the pretty rain. Look at that. Anyway, hey, you know what? All right, so this is my last one for today. And I know people don't know me, so I'd rather get on video so people can see me, hear my personality, so they don't think I'm an a-hole when I talk about this financial stuff. I want you guys to understand something. When I talk about this stuff, it's not an opinion. It's fact. And I'm just saying this thing. I want you guys, I'm asking you, am I saying something wrong? Anything I say, I can prove I'm right with math. You might not like it. You might not enjoy hearing it. It might rub you the wrong way. But use the math and see if I'm right. That's all I ask. Tell your friends, tell anybody, tag anybody. It doesn't matter. I know I'm right. I'm not wrong. It's not an opinion. I'm 100% right. I'm just trying. You know what I'm doing? This is why I'm so gung-ho about this. I want everybody to feel this freedom. I want you to understand that there's two languages when it comes to money. There's people that speak debt, and there's people that speak debt-free. If you've only been in debt, you only speak debt. And when you speak debt, you don't know you're speaking debt. I just want to help you with it. You know, we've been on this FHA loan thing today. You know, hey, I've sold 100 millions and millions, well, a whole bunch of FHA mortgage loans. That's great. But it's business. It doesn't make FHA loans good. It just means you're selling them to people that just don't know. Now, I'm not calling those people that don't know, it's that their fault. They just don't know. They just don't know. And there's nothing, if you don't know, you just don't know. I'm trying to help those people to say, hey, what's the difference between an FHA loan and a conventional loan? Why are they so relaxed on FHA rules and not on conventional rules? Why are they relaxed? There's a reason. Here, I'm going to give you the short of it, okay? The banks are brilliant. I got to give it to them. I don't hate banks because you don't have to borrow their money. All right? You don't have to borrow. You could look at the terms and say, oh, no, I don't agree to those terms. Keep the house. Okay? The reason why the banks loan people money on FHA loans when they have bad credit scores, little to no down payment, because the money is guaranteed if you don't pay. If you default on your loan, guess what? The Federal Housing Authority pays the banks back their money. Say, hey, this person didn't pay their loan. They come in and pay it for them. They say, okay, cool, here you go. They don't lose. That's why it's not. So when you hear the benefits, oh, they give it to, you know, people with lower credit or hardly any money down. You think they're doing you a favor? They're not doing you a favor. You're the only one that doesn't know. Well, the person that accepts an FHA loan is the only person that does not know they cannot afford a house. And it's not up to the bank to tell you that they can't afford a house because it's business. The bank does not lose. You don't pay, they get paid in full. They get the loan paid off. And they say, well, you know what? If you default on your loan, they don't come after you for the deficit. Why would they? They get paid. They have no reason to come after you. They lose nothing. That would be illegal if they got paid by the FHA and then come after you for the rest. That's like double dipping. You can't do that. That's illegal. You can't do that. So they're not doing you any favors. They're charging you higher interest. They know if you come up, you want a $300,000 and $400,000 house, but you only got 2% to put down. You don't know you can't afford that house. If you can't even come up with 20% of the house, you can't afford the house. The way people reword things, less desirable credit, people that's having harder, those are words to trick you. They're hurting you when they do that. That hurts you. That doesn't help you. I am in a position that I created myself. I created this position. I didn't know I was in debt. I talk just like everybody else in debt. I talk just like them. Hey, yeah, I don't need, oh man, bad credit. Oh, you still finance me? Oh, I don't need hardly no money down. I did all that. And I lost big time because I didn't know. You look at that stack of papers, initial here, sign here, initial here, sign here, initial here, sign. I have no idea what I was signing. And you know that gut, that thing you feel in your stomach when you're signing all these papers? You know what that is? That's saying don't do it because they're about to get you. And that stack of paper, I want you to understand this. It's their money. They can put anything they want in those papers because it's their money. They can throw anything in there. You want to borrow money? You got to abide by these rules. That's just like, let me give you an example. What if a friend of yours came up to you and said, hey man, can I borrow $100? And you go, yeah, sure. But when you pay me back, you got to pay me back 110 or 120, right? What if the person turned to you and said, nah, man, I'm going to just give you a straight 100. Would you loan them the money? Would you probably just say, oh, no, then you can't borrow no money, right? That's no different than a bank. Who's to tell you what terms you can on the money you loan? Nobody. The bank can put anything in those papers that they want. I would never buy a house without a lawyer looking over the papers, ever. I know nothing about the mortgage, especially those stack of papers, nothing. $400,000, I can afford a lawyer to say, hey, lawyer, look over these papers for me, make sure it's in my best interest and financially, please. But no, most people say, hey, do whatever you need to do to get me into that thing that I'm probably not going to keep. You get the keys, ooh, I'm a homeowner. You're not a homeowner. Don't fall for the, hey, you know what? Mortgage is cheaper than rent and all this. That's bull crap. That's not the same. Don't do that comparison. That comparison means absolutely nothing. It means nothing. If you don't understand it, take the time to understand it. That's your money. You work hours and hours and deal with traffic and all this stuff, and you're going to give it away to the bank on PMI, private mortgage insurance, aka pay more insurance, aka prepaid foreclosure insurance. That's what that is. It's nothing more than that. What's that I said with the car I had, which I eventually, yeah, me too. Hey, Jeremy, me too. I said the exact same thing. You make up these things in your head to validate what you're about to spend on something, some ridiculous amount of money on something that you're probably not even going to have in 5 years. I'm trying to help people experience this type of freedom that I experienced today. I'm 48. I didn't start to wake up until about 42. I'm telling you, once you experience this debt-free, okay, this is how rare it is, okay? People that are watching, this is all I want you to do, all right? It's so easy to figure out things. This money game is not that complicated. It's only complicated to people in debt. I want you to understand that, okay? Go to about 5 of your friends and ask any of them, hey, are you debt-free? Just ask that. Now, I'm 100% debt-free. Ask any of your friends, are they debt-free? Just ask them. I guarantee you they won't. That's how rare it is. That's why when I talk, it sounds crazy. You know why it sounds crazy? Because I'm in the minority. You see so many things now that it will be no. You're right, Jeremy. It will be no. What is that? Does that even exist? Does debt-free even exist? Yes. I owe nobody zero. If you want to take advice on a person that bought a house and you don't know, and you think, oh, they must know they bought a house. Ask them, hey, what is PMI? And if they say, I don't know, stop listening to them. Because they told you everything they need to know. Anybody that says PMI is okay, stop listening to them. You're giving away your money. Oh, it's okay to give away this certain amount. It's not okay to give away $1. When you go to work, do you say, hey, man, hey, I know I'm supposed to get $1,000 every 2 weeks, but you know what? Why don't you go ahead and throw in another 500? See what your job says. That's no different than when you're going to the bank. Hey, you know what? It's okay to pay PMI, give away $5,000 in PMI for now, but it's a good business decision. To give away money? No, it's not. It's never a good idea to give away your money on something that you don't even need. You don't even need it. You just think you need it. Trust me on this. I haven't had a traditional job in 2 years. You think that's by accident? I built this. I have created a timeless profession. And when you say, you're probably thinking timeless. What's timeless mean? People will always be in debt. You know why? Because some know they're in debt. Some don't even have a clue they're in debt. I will always be in business. People that believe in PMI and FHA mortgages, I will always be in business. I get it. It's business. I get it. Yeah, exactly. You know what? You know what's so funny about that, Jeremy? It's like this. Grown as adults, you know what we always say to teenagers? When the teenager says, oh man, you know what? I got to pay this retail store card off and it costs $200 to pay it off, man. That's killing me. And as grown-ups, adults, we look at, oh man, that ain't nothing, man. You got it so easy. And that's how I feel. Today, I feel like a teenager, but with adult knowledge. And you can be that way if you just make up your mind and stop listening to the rest of society. Thinking at a certain age, you need to be in a house because you're a certain age. That means absolutely nothing. You know what you say, man, you know what? I'm 35 now, man. I need a house. Does your bank account agree with that? If your bank account doesn't agree with that, don't get a house because your friend has a house. They're in debt too. They speak debt and they're only in debt. This profession chose me. You know why? Because I feel like a magician. I do. I feel like a magician. I can prove to a person with math. And they still won't believe me. Still won't believe me. I had a person come up to me, hey man, I've been trying to figure out how I can afford a house. I've been taking this check and I've been calculating my other checks and then my wife's checks and then we did this and we deducted this. I said, hey, stop doing all that. You're doing too much work. It's not that complicated. You know what you got to do? What do? Add up all your debts plus your savings. Whatever you have left, that's how much you have for a house. That's it. That's it. It's that simple. So example, if you have $100,000 in student loan debt, $20,000 saved for a house, you are negative $80,000. You can't afford the house. You have no money. You're at zero. Negative. Negative. And the last time I looked, student loan debt was at $1.3 trillion. Are those people doing it right? Do you think they're doing it right? They're doing it wrong. $1.3 trillion says so. Look around you. When you're out of debt, it's crystal clear. You see it, how it all connects. It's crystal clear. People talk debt around me all day, every day, and they have no idea what they're saying. Not a clue. You know what I do now? I sit back and think, crap. When I was in debt, who was around me that managed their money well or was not in debt hearing me speak? Because I was like, I know I was saying that stuff. I just wonder who was around me when I was saying it. Because you tell people, I don't know how to manage my money well. You could tell by the things I finance, the cars, the houses, the watches, the jewelry, the Gucci this, the Gucci that. I guarantee you they're sliding a credit card for all that stuff. Guaranteed. Take the jump. Do something. Those who follow me, I don't do average things. I don't do things the average person can do. But I do it to show you it can be done. I'm in phenomenal shape. Why? Because I chose to be. I chose to be debt-free. I'm debt-free because I chose to be debt-free. How many people in your life can say they owe nobody $1? How many? And now those of you, what about your light bill? What about your food? I'm not talking about things that keep me alive, okay? I can't say, you know what? I could save $10,000 a year by not eating. Okay, I'm not saying that, all right? I'll be dead. I like living. Okay? Because that's what everybody want to go to. What about your rent? What about your food? What about your lights? You mean the things that keep me alive? Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the credit cards. I'm talking about the car notes. I'm talking about the watches. I'm talking about the this and that. That's what I'm talking about. Not things that keep you alive, okay? I have no idea why people go to that. It makes absolutely no sense to me. But people have to have the latest phones. I was reading, oh my God, I was reading the other day. I just love reading this stuff. Me and my brother was on, we had a live session. And I thought there were still phone contracts when there's phone leases. I was looking at the AT&T lease. They have this, hey, come get the next plan or whatever it's called, right? You can lease a phone for 30 months. 2.5 years you're paying on a phone? Are you nuts? 2.5 years you're paying on a phone. That's gotta be, you thought financing a car was bad? Oh my God. Don't even get on cell phones. Oh, that's better than gold. That's better than gold, diamonds, rubies. Man, that's the new gold mine. That's the new Amazon. Cell phones. Holy crap. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And my friend Jeremy, people are financing dogs. Oh, crazy. People are financing dogs. That is insane. Yeah, I was reading that yesterday, actually, Jeremy. I was like, wow, that is a gold mine. Now, remember, I'm not against banks. I'm not against the phone companies. I'm not. I learned from them. Those are the marketing geniuses. It's just business. It's just business. You don't have to buy their phone. You don't have to buy that. You don't have to finance their phone. You don't have to do nothing with them. You choose to sign up. And you look at their contracts, I can't even understand half the crap up in there. And you sign on a dotted line for that crap? No. Get out of debt, man. This freedom is amazing. I can do anything I want. Anything I want. I can go anywhere I want. Nobody tells me nothing. My girlfriend lives in South Carolina. I see her every month and I stay 2 weeks at a time. I could never do that with my job and making $150,000, $160,000 a year. Never. I was always working. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I'm not rich either. People tell me, like, when I hear a person go on vacation and they got student loans, I think to myself, they have no idea they can't afford the vacation they're going on. And they have not a clue. Yes, I can. It's only this much. No, it's not that much. If you have student loans, it's more than that. You're borrowing the money, no matter how you look at it. If you have a student loan and you're going on vacations, you're borrowing the money because you have no money. It's just because you don't know you don't have any money. And it's so easy to do. Add up all your debts plus the money you have in the bank. That's how much money you have. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. That is it. And I want you guys to understand, those people that are going out here buying homes with no money or financing homes with no money, the bank understands that you don't have any money. You are the only one that don't understand you don't have any money. And they're just doing you. No, they're not doing you because you're coming to them borrowing their money. It's their money. Don't fall for it, people. And the car lots, okay, I was talking to my brother about this the other day. Have you seen the size of CarMax car lots? Have you seen their football fields? They're the size of football fields. They're winning. They are winning. You're not coming off saying, oh man, you know what? I financed 0% interest rate and you ain't getting no money from me. If you really believe that, they got you. Oh no, cause this is what people in debt. I'm gonna tell you a few things that only people in debt say, okay? Only people in debt say, oh man, you know what? I could have bought the car cash, but why use my money when I can use the bank's money? The bank wants you to use their money. You're not getting over on them. They're on the sideline talking about, yeah, man, don't use your own money. Use our money. Because if you didn't use their money, they wouldn't make money. To finance a person with an FHA mortgage for 30 years with PMI and stuff, and you can't out of the 30 years, you can't have one hiccup in your life, a financial hiccup. You can't. If I was the bank, I would take that gamble. I'll be like, yeah, approved. I would approve you for that house. I would, because you don't know you don't have any money. They know everything about you. They created the credit system. The credit system makes absolutely no sense. Zero. But on the business side, it makes total sense. If I was a business on the business side, I would say, hey, it tells me about how a person manages their money, whether they're trustworthy, if I can keep them at the cash register, or if not keep them at the cash register, if they're going to be a janitor, if I got to keep them away from money. It tells me everything I need to know about a person. If you're in mounds of debt, I wouldn't put you around money. It's that simple. Because not saying that you're going to steal, but the likelihood is higher because you need money. And you have no idea how debt makes decisions for you. You make decisions based on the amount of debt you have. Oh man, I can't take that. I would love to be doing that job, but they don't pay enough. But I would love to be working there every day, but I can't do it because I don't pay enough. So you take a job paying way more money, but you hate it. Or you got to drive 50,000 miles to get to it. Now you got to get a car. Now you got to get a reliable car to drive to it. Can't break down. It just all connects like freaking dominoes. Like a damn link in a chain. Now you got to get a new car. Now the car is owned by the bank. Now the bank says, hey, you got to get this kind of insurance to cover our car. Now you guys say, okay, bank, I'll get that kind of insurance. And it's going to be high as hell because they need full coverage. They need this and that. No. And when you got all that going on, guess what? They get you with $5 here, $10 there, late fees, this, because you can't keep up with it all. Why? Because you got so much stuff going on, you can't even keep track of it all. Oh yeah, exactly, Jeremy. Staying at a place because your debt is so you think you're safe with your job. It's not true. And I have no idea why people think I'm mean or aggressive or something. I don't get it. I just go, well, I can prove it with math. You want me to write it down with? Oh no, man, I don't want to see all that. Then I don't get why you're upset at me. I don't get it. Why are you upset at me? I'm not making this up. Do you think this is just an opinion or what? Come on, let's sit down. Here, I'll let you use your calculator. I won't even look. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Negative $100,000. All right. Plus your $20,000 that you saved for a house. What does that add up to? I won't even look. Negative 80,000, right? Bam. Oh man. And you know what it starts with? It just starts with your phone bill. Okay, and I'm going to give you a couple of things that only people in debt do. Except all those taxes on your cell phone bill. What are all those taxes on your cell phone bill? If you said, I don't know, you know what that is? That's I don't know tax. They tax you for not knowing. When you get your cell phone bill, you use it the same way every month, right? Same way. How come it's a different amount every month? You don't know? That's I don't know tax. That's what that is. It's I don't know tax. They tax you for not knowing. Hey, what is PMI? I don't know. That's I don't know tax. I'm having shirts made called I don't know tax. If you want help getting off that side, I can help you. But you cannot listen to the rest of society. The rest of society is in debt. And here's the few questions I told you to ask. If you want to find out if somebody's in debt without asking them directly, just ask these questions. Hey, you got PMI? If they say, I don't know, stop listening to them. If they don't know what it is, stop listening to them. No, I'm not going to say not what it is because there's people that manage money well, and they don't even deal with that stuff anyway. But but a person that knows management, they pretty much know what PMI is, and they'll say, hell no, I ain't got no PMI. Hell no. I don't give away my money. That's what they would say. That's what I would say. But the best one is this. Say, hey, man, how much debt are you in? If somebody says, oh, I don't know, around this much, stop listening to them. Stop listening to them. I don't even know what my credit score is. Don't really care. Well, I do now because I just posted it the other day. But I don't care. I don't care what my credit score is. You know why? Because I don't use it. I don't need it. You just don't know you don't need it. I go, you know what, Ben, don't look at it as you're stupid. Please don't. And this is what I want you to understand. You're not stupid. You just don't know. You don't know. That's just like me placing say like a brand new engine in front of you or something and say, hey, Ben, fix this engine. You look at me like, I don't know how to fix that. That's all it is. It's nothing more than that. It's just math. It's just math. So when people go on vacations while they're in debt, I don't understand why they don't understand that. I don't understand why they don't know they don't have any money. And I have to stop myself and say, okay, they just don't know. That's it. They just don't know. Nothing more than that. So don't call yourself stupid, Ben. It's not that you're stupid. You got to get serious about what even the things I tell you, Ben. I tell you because you're a good friend and you work with, and you'll jump on board when it finally clicks. Okay? It really is. It seems kind of scary. You know, it really does. But once you're out of it, oh my God, you'll get mad at yourself you didn't do it earlier. Because I've made a lot of money. I worked hard to do it. And I spent it all trying to show the world I made a lot of money for some idiotic reason. Man. Well, you guys, if you guys, like me and my brother, we've been discussing on another live session we're going to do. And I hope you guys tune in. And what I love about the dynamic of both of us doing, it gives you a perspective, not only from my perspective. You know, I want you guys to hear it all in a different way. All right. So my battery's about to die. I'm about to get out of this rain and head home. If you guys have any topics, I mean, anything to do with personal finance, reach out to me and say, Linnell, will you please talk about this? Excuse me. I will give you the truth about what it's saying. Always remember, okay? Before I sign off, always remember, money is spoken in two languages, debt and debt-free. If you only been in debt, you only know debt. But if you're debt-free, you speak both, because I used to be in debt. Now I'm debt-free. So now I understand both languages. All right. And then when you say things, you won't say, because you don't know who's around you that knows about money. So if you talk in debt and you talk around, if somebody's talking debt, like, it doesn't matter your level in income. Somebody could be rich and still be in debt. They just got higher bills. They got a higher mortgage. They got a higher car note. So don't think they're better than you or something. That has nothing to do with nothing. Okay. I want you to understand that if they have a mortgage, if they have a car note, it doesn't mean nothing because the bank owns that stuff. All right. It means absolutely nothing. You guys have a wonderful day. I'm out for the day. No more live sessions. All right. You guys have a good one. Bye.